This is the video here that we're gonna watch. Crossing America with only DoorDash and UberEats, day one.
Currently homeless. I'll be crossing
we go.
America all the way from Boston to Los Angeles, starting from nothing. That means we have to get our first order and deliver it by foot. This is a cross-country speed run challenge. Here.
Hold on. What's going on in this video? This is wild. I have to say, for delivery driver videos, it is definitely like the highest production value that I've seen. The work that goes into these videos is pretty crazy. I spend quite a bit of time on some of my videos, but I'm telling you, if he's really gonna drive across the country and deliver food, that's so much effort and energy, and I really gotta give this guy some props. That's wild. So it says, here's the rules. Every dollar that he makes has to come from delivery apps like DoorDash, UberEats, and Instacart. That's It's funny that right off the bat, he's using those three. I've only started using that third one, but it seems like he caught on to this a long time before that. All right, so let's hear the rest of these rules.
Here are the rules. Every dollar I make has to come from delivery apps like DoorDash, UberEats, and Instacart. We got our first order. We gotta run 1 mile there, and then 1 mile to the drop-off, and then we'll have—
Wait a minute, is he doing this on foot? So when he's saying homeless, does he also mean like carless? What? For real? That's crazy. I don't know. Is he really gonna do that? How are you gonna do these orders without driving? I'm so confused. This is a wild idea though. Whoa. Would you want to deliver food on foot? But you know, here's the thing though, this is like, it's not a big deal for the customer because it's not food, it's groceries. And it looks like it's pretty cold. The food's not gonna go bad. Anyway, I have no idea what's happening here. This is hilarious.
enough to use the public bike system. And I must use only the profits to cross the country as fast as possible, paying for food, hotels, and transportation. So basically, how fast can I go from being homeless in Boston to getting a one-way plane ticket and stepping foot in Los Angeles, California? How long will it take? Days? Weeks? You and me are gonna find out together, because going in, I had no idea how long this was gonna take. I knew this first order was gonna be one of the hardest parts of the entire challenge, because I had to deliver it on foot. It said it would take 27 minutes to walk, but it took me about 13 minutes running, because unfortunately I had to walk the last quarter mile because I was exhausted.
What the hell?
Arrived. Alright, it's been a while. I've been recovering. We now have enough to pay for the day pass using the bike system.
This is the most wild delivery video I've ever seen. Just like the idea of it is crazy, man. It's wild. How does this not have more views? It's got 160,000 views. Like, yeah, that's a lot, but for like what this guy is doing and the quality of it, to me, that seems like it should be worth millions of views right there. He literally did that whole delivery on foot, started with no money, and now he's got to try and figure out how to like get money from just the deliveries to sustain his life, starting from nothing. I don't know. I didn't really want to talk about that, but if you come into this country with nothing, I think for a lot of people that's the situation you start at, and this almost shows like, hey, if you're in that situation, this is kind of what you could do. All right, let's keep going. So he's gonna get a bus pass. Is that what it is? So he's gonna use $10 of his $11.70 to get a bike pass for 24 hours. So then I guess that he would use that to then do as many deliveries as he can and then go from there, hopefully get somewhere to stay for the night. I mean, this is an exciting video.
$10 for 24 hours, and we're gonna use that to deliver now. Can't even tell you how good this feels to be on a bike. Let's go! I got my next order from DoorDash. It is $8. Now that I got my bike, my next step is to save up for an Airbnb. There's one for $60. I think I could get that by tonight, and then tomorrow save up for—
Whoa. How much is that Airbnb? You got an $8 order.
Got my next order from DoorDash. It is $8. Now that I got my bike, my next step is to save up for an Airbnb. There's one for $60. I think I could get that by—
Okay, that's doable. 60 bucks. That's a good deal for Airbnb. Looks nice too. All right, so he's got an order for $8 and his goal is 60, and he's got the bike for 24 hours, but you know, at some point he'll need to sleep. I mean, my guess would be that he's gonna make at least 60, but then you'd want like at least another 10 for transportation. But if he can get to like 200 or something, then he could probably start moving across the country. I don't know, this is crazy.
Tonight, and then tomorrow save up for a rental car. We gotta stick to deliveries less than 3 miles. I got it done in time, but I gotta take a break now. I was able to dock my bike, and as long as you dock it every 2 hours, then is unlimited. You just can't use it for more than 2 hours at a time. But once I dock it and then start using it again, my 2 hours will reset. So that's not a problem.
That's weird. Is that what those bikes are actually like? I've never used one before, but is that how they work? You have to like keep parking them? And are the things you park them in chargers? I don't know. I've never used them before. I've just used like the Lime scooters that are laying around everywhere, and somebody comes by in the middle of the night and picks them up, takes them back and charges them somewhere. But I don't think I've ever seen them like this with a power bank in it. That's pretty cool. Although that's gonna get annoying if he's gotta keep looking for somewhere to park it every 2 hours, because what if he's delivering out somewhere where there's nowhere to park it? Then what are you gonna do? He's gonna have to just drive all the way back somewhere, and that's not gonna be good. It could be a big waste of time. Okay, so he's at $9.70, and it's because he made $11.70 on the grocery order, spent $10 on the bike, made $8, $9.70.
All right, so we got our next order. Another Instacart, $13. This one's actually super good.
Yeah,
what
that's
we
a
need to
good
do
one.
with this one is we need to go ride our bike over there. Luckily, there's a bike rack there. Go shop.
Let me tell you how I got peace of mind from online attackers.
But what we need to do with this one is we need to go ride our bike over there. Luckily, there's a bike rack there. Go shopping and.
How do I get this ad off my screen?
But what we need to do with this one is we need to go ride our bike over there. Luckily, there's a bike rack there. Go shopping.
Oh my gosh. Just trying to get this little ad off of my screen. Man, go away.
Go shopping and then go back to the bike rack and deliver it because I don't want to leave my bike unattended. Whoa.
I don't know, it is what it is. There we go.
I gotta find some free water. I'm dying. Alright, this is what we're working with.
Head north on Massachusetts Avenue.
I can't fit. Oh, this is not easy. This is not easy. This is making it harder. Fortunately, I have to walk up this hill. This order brought me to $23.
Hold on, how long is he gonna do this for? I'm guessing it's one go across the country. So he's doing all this on foot, but I mean, you still gotta bring stuff with you, like a change of clothes, like, I don't know, toothbrush, toothpaste. So I'm guessing that's gonna be in his backpack the whole time he's doing this. So he's not just delivering stuff to people, he's also carrying like all his belongings. He must have planned this out, but to actually do it, man, that takes balls.
9 cents, and being this early in the challenge, I need to spend my money wisely because a rental car is looking about $80 a day because I'm under 25. I need to find water. I don't think a lot of
Maybe
these
he could find
restaurants
somebody to
give out
rent it
free
for
water.
him.
I was able to find a Starbucks, which is a go-to for free water. At this point, I've drifted too far away from downtown Boston, which is where I should be right now, instead of up north like I am. And I'm about to even go even more north, which is going to be a massive mistake. Alright, so we got our next order. It is $6. This one came with a drink. Well, we got a drink carrier. Basically, the entire delivery was on an incline, and even though I had to walk up a hill, I had to go fast to avoid being late to the drop-off. Alright, well, I've been sitting here for like a half an hour because morale is very, very low. I need to get to a different area because the area I'm in, there's a bunch of hills, and it has been killing me. So I think what I'm going to do is I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Let's see what I do. Do you guys have like a free water cup? After I got some water, I just started walking in a general that way direction. Luckily, I got lucky because at the end of my aimless walking was a pizza restaurant selling pizza by the
Is he not on the bike anymore? Did like the 2 hours run out or something? I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe he couldn't find like that charging dock to switch out. That must have been what happened. I don't know. We'll have to look in the comments later and check that out. Maybe somebody says something about it. So now he's gonna get pizza? It's already getting dark and he only made $30. That doesn't sound really good. Well, I guess it is winter time. So maybe it gets dark at like 6? I guess. Okay, maybe it's not that late.
Twice. And even though I didn't have a lot of money so far in this challenge yet, food is what I needed. Let's go! Let's go! While I was in the pizza restaurant, I got a $12 for 2-mile order. This is exactly what we needed. We're
Machu
back in the
Picchu.
game. I was honestly thinking of quitting, but we're back. This is an easy ride. We're cruising. We're rolling. Bike police about to pull me over for speeding. We just dropped that one off, and we got another $12 order, 3 miles. We're going. And as you can see, it has me dropping off right in Boston, and the dinner shift is about to peak. It was time for me to make my return. Everybody get out of the way. Trevor Deliveries is back in Boston.
He's getting some pretty good orders.
We're gonna
Seems like his endorphins are just going off riding that bike like crazy, just sweating his ass off. He's hyped up, man.
$7 for 1 mile order next. Let's go. Let's
He's
go.
moving.
Like, we were legitimately making money right now. I gotta reload my bike and keep going. Get in there. What's...
Okay, hold on. So he's charging the bike again. Now that's the second time he's done that. So I guess we can imagine he's probably around 4 hours into the day and he's at $74. But if you add in the 10 that he spent on the bike and the 4 for the pizza, then he'd really be at like 83, like 87, something like that. That's pretty good for about 4 hours. Is like $22 an hour or something like that. He's actually moving around pretty good on a bike. I'm surprised. I always felt like that would take longer, but he's cruising right through it.
It's too good. It's too good. A double order from UberEats. We're back in Boston taking all the good orders, making all that money. Alright, this one I'll have to unassign because I don't want to leave my bike out here. And I don't know where the pickup is in there, so it is what it is. Kind of a waste of time, but I don't have a bike lock at the moment, so if it's too risky, I can't do it. Up here on my right is the Boston Common, which, fun fact, is America.
That's wild. So, I mean, it's not even his bike, like, but I guess it would just keep charging him forever if somebody took the bike, like somebody just hops on it and takes it. Is that how it works? It just keeps charging it? Can't he just go on his phone and be like,
hey, this ain't me on here in this ride?
Like somebody would just keep charging him like crazy? That's wild. That sucks he had to cancel that. And yeah, he's right. If he tried to take that bike in that restaurant, they'd probably flip out, man. Oh my gosh. Some places are just really out of control, like with their rules. I remember when I was delivering up in Seattle. I mean, it was crazy. What was the name of this place? I don't know. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to. I already left them a bad review, so that's good enough. And they got a ton of bad reviews, but it's like this super fancy Indian food restaurant over by the stadium, right? And so I go in and I try to get the order, and the employees start giving me a really hard time. They're like,
hey man, what are you doing here?
I'm like, I'm just trying to pick up an order, and they're like,
oh, we're gonna need you to wait outside. You can't wait in here.
And I was like, well, can you at least tell me if the food is ready? And it was, so they gave it to me. But then they literally had the audacity to put their hand on my back and physically push me out of the door. I couldn't believe it. They pushed me out of the door, hand on my back. Man, that made me so upset. I couldn't believe it. Like, you really are gonna put hands on me for just picking up food in your restaurant? It was insane. So I left them a bad review because that's just out of control. And then, like, going through their reviews, and it's crazy. It's not just me that this happens to. They actually have done this to their customers. Like, there's some customers saying it's so bad that they were thinking about calling the police. That's crazy, man. I don't know how, like, that place is still in business. Like, this happened, gosh, I don't know. It must have been 4 or 5 years ago. And I was just telling my friend about it the other day. I looked up the place and it's still there. I can't believe it. How does a place stay in business that treats people like just so insanely? Just like, dude, they're just like verbally assaulting people and putting hands on people. I mean, how does that even happen? How are they still in business? So yeah, no, I'm not saying like if you brought the bike in there it would be like that, but some of these like fancy places, man, they get freaking territorial. Like, if they don't think that you're one of their high class customers, they're not gonna be happy about you being in there. And especially bringing a bike in, no, they would probably flip out. Like, that would have been funny if he filmed it. But, you know, this guy's trying to be like a good delivery guy. He's not trying to cause problems. So, you know, it is what it is.
Up here on my right is the Boston Common, which, fun fact, is America's first public park. Oh man.
It sucks that this stuff is a little blurry that we're watching. He must just be using his phone. I wish somebody would have gave him like a really good camera. The exposure is just like way too cranked up here. Despite that, if he's just using his phone, like, this is an incredible video. It really shows you like what you can make if you really put some thought and effort into it. And to be honest, it like kind of inspires me a little bit. All right, let's keep watching.
This is making me miss Boston, man. Seeing all these places that I saw when I was doing those legendary $700 challenge videos. This order was dropping off to a fancy looking hotel, could be an apartment, I don't know. I got tip baited on it. I do believe it was actually my fault because one of the soups actually somehow ended up sideways, thus spilling a little. It could have just been packed like that, but sometimes mistakes are made. Alright, we got our next one.
Man, I got tip baited, man. I can't believe it. Yeah, I spilled their soup all over the ground, but no, I got tip baited. That's so funny. Well, I mean, oh my gosh. Delivering soup on a bike, I don't even know how you can do that. I mean, it's like, hey, here's your bowl. Anyway, the soup, it's somewhere back there on the road if you want me to go get it. That's so funny. Oh my gosh.
$9 for 3 miles, $3 a mile. We're gonna recharge just in case. This order was dropping off to a college, and luckily there's a bike rack right next to it. I decided it was going to be my last order of the day, and I was hungry, so I just walked into the
man?
store.
You gotta keep
It was
going.
like a Subway
You need money for that rental car, man. Come on.
I decided to go with the Pop-Tarts because they have a great calorie per dollar ratio. This pack of 8 total Pop-Tarts for $5.
He's running the analytics on the Pop-Tarts. What did he say? Calorie to money ratio? What was that? What did he say? Hold on a minute.
I don't even know. I decided to go with the Pop-Tarts because they have a great calorie per dollar ratio. This
Calorie per dollar ratio. I've never heard of that. That's a new one. That's crazy. I mean, dude, I guess it makes sense. Like, if you're trying to make your money go as far as possible, then you're gonna be doing some calorie per dollar ratios. That's funny.
pack of 8 total Pop-Tarts for $5.99 amounts to 247 calories per dollar. Tomorrow, the main priority is getting a rental car. I'm tired of this bike stuff. Even though that dinner rush was hot, I was able to book the Airbnb for tonight. We are good. I think I'm...
Well, hold on. I don't think he made enough to do both. It showed he was at like $80, and the Airbnb is $60, and the rental car was like, what was it, like $79? How's he gonna do that? Is he gonna go into the negative to do this?
I'm gonna call it a day for deliveries and wake up early tomorrow. We're gonna finish eating these Pop-Tarts, and then we're gonna go to our Airbnb. Not gonna lie, my hands were getting insanely cold. I probably should have done more research about hypothermia before attempting this challenge. Unfortunately, this is the closest bike station to our Airbnb, so we're gonna have to do some walking. Luckily, there's one spot open. 14-minute walk. Guys, hit that like and subscribe button if you want to support this video series I'm doing, because it took me an insane amount of time and energy to make. It looks like we're almost here,
Oh, yeah.
so let's check out this.
I can't even imagine how long this took to make. I mean, it says day 1, day 2, day 3. Like, he's got more, right? You can see in the corner. He probably spent maybe a week filming this, adding voiceover. And then it had to have taken him multiple weeks just to edit it. I mean, it is a lot of work. No doubt. I think I already subscribed, but yeah, definitely got a like. That's for sure.
Airbnb, and then we'll go over the plan for tomorrow. I realized in hindsight it would have been better to get a rental car at the 24/7 airport locations now, but the Airbnb does offer a shower and a bed, which we need after all that biking.
Yeah.
So the total cost that we paid
Sweaty
tonight
as
for
hell.
Airbnb is $15.07. I went with the pay later feature on Airbnb. I think it's pretty fair. If the app's gonna let us use that feature, we might as well go ahead. Basically, I'm leveraging my money by only paying the $15 tonight in order to get a rental car sooner tomorrow to make even more money faster. But of
That's
course, I'll
rough,
still have
man.
to pay the remaining $45 before I leave Boston to complete the challenge. I also had a starter pack of some extra clothes and hygiene items that fit in a completely separate compartment in the bag. The plan for
There you go.
tomorrow is to wake up early, do some more bike deliveries, and to save up extra money for the rental car itself. I don't know, I'm tired. Let's go to bed.
Oh no, that's it? Oh man. Well, what do you think? Should I watch the next one? It's 5:24 right now, and I gotta start working, so we'll think about this. Anyway, dude, this guy makes some of the best videos ever. Like, for real. Like, I'm not worried about you subscribing to my channel, but you gotta subscribe to this. This is wild. And definitely hit that like button. Hit it. I can't wait to see what happens, what progresses. Like, does he actually get across the country? Or does it not pan out? Does it not work? I don't know. I'm excited to know. I gotta know what happens. And if you're excited too, then go to his channel and watch the rest of it. You gotta check it out. Oh, and another thing. Like, do you think this is even possible to do this? If you didn't have like anything, you got no money, you got no transportation, and you got nowhere to live, but you have access to all the apps, do you think you'd be able to make it in life with like no support structure? Like, you don't know anybody? I mean, I guess the only thing you do have is you got a phone with phone service and you're accepted on all the apps, so I guess you got a driver's license, maybe car insurance too. Do you think that's even possible? I'm not sure it is. I think maybe it used to be back in like 2021, but now I don't know. I feel like every day you just go negative. Like what you saw him do with like that hotel rental, it was $60, but he decided to split it into 4 payments. So now in his future days, he's not only gonna have to pay for that day's stuff, but now the past day's stuff, and that is really gonna compound over time if he keeps doing that. That doesn't seem like a good idea. But in this situation, I don't see how he has a choice, because he wants to get a rental car for $75, but the hotel was $60. So at least only paying 15, now he has a better chance to get that car faster. But every day is gonna be wild. Like in my last reaction video, I saw that Reddit thread where somebody made $1,600 working 90 hours using a rental car. But really, the only profit on that was like $700 or $800 because of all the other expenses associated with it, right? So I can kind of guess that if he does get that rental car, just a normal day's work is not gonna be enough. If he makes like $150, that's not gonna be enough. Like he's gonna have to make over $200 a day to really have a chance to make this work. And I don't know if he's gonna be able to do that because there's a good chance at this time he was also working at other videos when he wasn't driving. I don't know how he's gonna do it. My guess is that it doesn't work. Maybe he leaves Boston and he goes some of the way, but he just has to abort it because it's just not going well. And especially in the middle of the country, it's one thing to deliver on the east or the west coast because things pay more, but in the middle of the country, like Texas or Nebraska, apps just pay lower. Let me know if I'm right on that. So as he gets further into the middle of the country, I think it's just gonna get worse. Anyway, I gotta go work now. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.